mypmnation.com.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from mypmnation.com here again this week with, as always, Tim Martin working the board. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com, and there you will find Tim Martin, and you can contact him and hire him for your event. He does a great job. centralnhevents.com. And our guest tonight is the band The Pleasant Street Mafia. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Not too much.
You.
Why don't you introduce yourselves? Tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
Okay. My name's Joe Perro. I play bass guitar in this band.
Okay.
And I do a little bit of the most of the arranging of the tunes, and other than that, I do work a little bit of the board too, my friend. Once in a while.
I'm Stacy Weber. I'm the guitar player, and Joe and I collaborate and do most of the writing.
Okay. He does most of the writing, actually.
Okay.
He has the vision for it. Something I don't have.
Gotcha. And who's the third band member that you brought with you who's not on the mic yet?
That's Aaron over there. And Aaron, I still can't pronounce your last name.
That's okay. One name is good.
Oh, all right. Well, it's Aaron.
Oh, kind of like Cher or Madonna, just Aaron. Yeah, all right. And what does Aaron do?
Aaron sings.
Okay.
And she also collaborates, too.
And plays rhythm guitar on her newest hit.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Which you will be hearing later.
Excellent, excellent. And there's it's not just the three of you, though, right? There's even more to this band? A lot more, right?
Well, I would say... Yeah, we fluctuate in members. Is usually it's a 5-piece setup that we've gone with.
Yeah,
but it can go up to 5 or 6 depending on who we're recording with and where we're at.
Yeah,
we have pulled some people from other bands because they might. Excuse me. There's this one particular. There's this one particular guy that might have a voice that we know like he would be good for this particular spot. Yeah, and so we might drag him in, and of course he'll be like. Like, what do you expect me to do? And sure enough,
there we go.
There we go, man. I'm happy you're a man.
Well, we'll talk about that some more in a bit, but why don't we play a track? You guys brought some tunes with you. What do you want to play?
First tune will be Heather and Leather.
All right. Heather and Leather from the Pleasant Street Mafia here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Smells as sweet as wine where the sun don't shine. Just wonder to squeal when she starts to kneel. Head on down to her ass. Ooh, she got that kind of class. 'Cause she's Heather Leather. Any price to get her. Heather droplets of pearl. Go on, smear her whole face, let her know her place. Heather, open your eyes to my quick surprise. She kinda gushy and moist with her darker choice. She's heather and leather. Any price to get her. Heather and leather. Hell, I'm pissed on better. She's heather and leather. Golden showers and leisure. Heather and leather. She leave your house for pleasure.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com here at The Planet. We have some of the members of the Pleasant Street Mafia here with us tonight. Where does the name come from?
Pleasant Street.
But are you guys, like, in the Mafia?
Well, when you opened up your door in the morning, we all came from Pleasant Street, city in Concord. And
sounds to me like you're dodging the question.
No. Actually, there was a time when it's a half-hearted joke, but we were all at this big rehearsal spot, and someone's car or truck needed to be pushed to get it jump started. Was it? Yeah. Was it yours?
Probably.
Anyway, so we and there was a herd of us in the place shooting pool because a jam spot with a pool table. Anyway. So we got the call, will you come out and help us? And we came out of that rehearsal spot. Freaking people, the band wasn't even together, but there was seemed like 12 of us come out there. And someone made the comment, God, looks like a Mafia coming out of there, because we all had direction. And it kind of just stuck in the back of our mind. Sure.
You're in the middle of the red light district in downtown Concord.
Yes, that's a rough place.
I
mean, you got
river backup.
You got Riverbend right around the corner. Yeah,
that's right. How do you describe your sound? Because it's definitely different, not what you hear every day on the radio.
The Pleasant Street Mafia. We take a little bit, such as everyone nowadays, because it is hard to find people that sound original. Mm-hmm. Not that it all hasn't been done before, but I like to think that we pulled a little bit from Frank Zappa. We pulled a little bit from Alice Cooper. But it's a mainly rock and roll attitude. As Stacey's pointed out before, it's beer joint rock and roll music.
Sure.
A lot of people might think when they first hear the stuff, they start to they think it's funny. Initially, they're probably right, but as you get comfortable with it and the funniness supposedly goes away, you're like, oh, I get it now, mm-hmm. Or we'd like to think that they get it.
Yeah. And how long has this band been around?
Well, we've got 3 discs out so far. So I forget the year when we started.
Good call. Jokingly, I would probably say like 2003. 3 jokingly, when we were just banging chords on a guitar, and then it. Hey. Oh, I got a new rehearsal spot, and said, guys, why don't we just come over and just throw something together for the sake of fun? And actually, we made something that was kind of cool. We showed it to everyone, and then everyone wanted to get in on it.
Yeah.
And figured 2003 to 4 when it really got going.
Sure. Okay, so the band's been around a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I assume people have come and gone, right? It hasn't been the same configuration the whole time, or has it?
All the essential people have been there from the beginning.
Yeah, maybe one person, a drummer.
Yeah.
But he's still in contact, and no bridges were burned or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Jop's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's good. Now, you did mention earlier that it's there's 5 of you, but sometimes there's maybe 6 of you. You'll pull someone in or whatever. I mean, does that happen a lot? Is this the kind of project where it can be kind of amorphous and change depending on the situation?
Depends on the song. Who we need, who we feel like pulling. If we need a vocalist that we know can do it, and this is what we're looking for in sound. Let's get Artie. Let's get so and so.
Sure,
he'd be perfect.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No. There's only for if we really need something. Mm-hmm. The core part, I like to think that we can do it all.
Yeah.
The only if we need someone who knows how to play harmonica, we know such and such, and we'll pull that person in or something like that.
Sure.
But,
so it's not something that happens a lot necessarily, but it does happen. Okay.
No.
And what about live? When you play live, do you bring other people in then to participate?
Another good question, my friend.
A good crowd participation is never hurtful.
Yeah.
At any event.
Yeah.
I know that's true.
We wrote a song called the 100 Beer Weekend a while ago, and it's a fist pumper. We actually have some people that do come see us, and they're yelling 100 Beer Weekend. And
really? Yeah.
It's like, okay, so some things live go over better than others, but again, it's the beer joint music that we like to work.
Gotta have it.
Do you play a lot of shows? Or?
We play spot on shows. In other words, there's if someone has a backyard party and go, yes, we do that. But as far as like the clubs, I think what was that place on Main Street that we?
Oh, God, I can't remember.
The Barley House. I think we had a party downstairs, and they wanted the Pleasant Street Mob. Okay,
it's adult time.
But no, as far as like gigging regularly, we try to if we can. Again, there's 5 people that sometimes getting us together is like an act of Congress.
Yeah.
And we all play in different bands.
Oh, okay.
So this is something we do for enjoyment, and it's what we live with.
Sure.
It's all based on personal experience.
And true stories.
Yeah.
90% of it is true stories. And when you hear the disc, it's almost scary in some ways. That's how it really started when the first time Smoking Room's like, that really happened, and you... Mm-hmm. Idea?
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So you've got 3 CDs out, correct?
Yes.
All original material?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
One cover.
What did you cover?
Shania Twain.
Really?
Shania Twain. What? I feel like a woman. We just got tired of hearing it on the radio, so we kind of twisted it into our own way of doing it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's off these.
It was a male version.
Yeah.
I feel like a man.
Oh my!
No, it was off the second album or disc, whatever they call it nowadays. Matter of Sexual Survival.
Okay.
It's a second disc. Yeah.
You can still say album. People still say album. Album doesn't have to literally mean vinyl.
It's off my new MP3.
Some people still even say record.
You're absolutely right. Nothing wrong. Those big black CDs. Yeah, I remember those.
Vinyl's fastest growing category right now.
Is it really?
Yeah. A lot of new people are starting to collect it.
And wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Or format, I should say, fastest growing format. But so now the CDs that you've put out, are they all full length or are they EPs or
full length?
Nice. So you guys have a lot of material.
Yes.
That's good. Well, why don't we play another song? What do you guys want to play?
The next song is actually he was supposed to be here, but he's not, Tom, anyway, but it's his cut, and it's called Government Cheese.
Okay. Why is it his cut? Did he write it?
Yes. And we all basically got sick of seeing Concord's lowlifes living off the system, and you can't ignore it sometimes. And he was a little politically motivated to write this, and so Stacy got in behind it and helped him out. And Government Cheese, man.
All right, this is Government Cheese from the Pleasant Street Mafia here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Princess, queen of the projects, how they frolic around her in nameless blue jeans. Come on, and her dogs eating garbage that come to lick your hand. By the Jolly Rogers flying extent. Now we're waiting for the first of the month to arrive, 'cause we're living off government cheese. 12 hours later it'll all be gone down at the Chinyang Lee. Yeah! All right now. Watch the brothers run from police and how they dance in the blue light. And some guy that needs deodorant, well, he belches in the night. All right. Well, there's flies around the baby's face 'cause he's by the tater salad. Well, mom smokes a basic cigarette listening to a lady's love ballad. Well, I've gotta get another brother 'cause I'm almost 18. I'd almost broken myself just to get out of the work scene. Now we're kicking around till the check comes in, 'cause we're living off government cheese. 12 hours later it'll all be gone down at the Chinyang Lee. Yeah! I like sitcoms and someone else's drugs. I'm America's most wanted dad. I know the system and how to get by like the back of my lazy hands. All you working stiffs, thank you very much. Well, I sit on my lazy ass. All right now, yeah. Listen up, Duncan. There's been 30 people out of work for over 30 years. But they still can buy a 30-pack and drink those 30 beers. Passed out on the couch is how my day is spent. But we can't get evicted 'cause we don't pay the rent. There's this brand new invention. It's called the garbage bag. But I use it as a raincoat 'cause I'm the smartest friend I have. So I'm waiting in the rain for the check to arrive, 'cause I'm living off government cheese. And 12 hours later it'll all be gone down at the Chinyang Lee. Yeah! All right now, yeah. Come on, you people, listen up. What do you say, South Central? Hey! What's up, Abbott Court? Hey! Let me hear you, Jennings Drive. Hey! Ain't you been looking for work? No! Can't you smell it, Hall Street? Yeah! Up there on Loud Road. Hearts! Crackstone Commons. Bucket Cooker! I can't hear you, Pennacook. Junction! So hats off to the Alosas! Under 93 overpass. Market Basket! Endicott Hotel! Promotion! Manchester Street, Queens. Don't shoot, don't shoot! Pleasant Street. Mafia! Pleasant Street!
100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, Matt from IPMNation.com, here at the Planet Studios with the Pleasant Street Mafia. So I'm still hung up on that Mafia thing. I hope I'm not in danger. You look like nice guys.
You paid up, right?
Yeah. Of course I am. Of course I am. absolutely.
Stacy now knows where you are.
Turk handles all the hits.
Turk does handle all the hits. If you see this guy, and he's on all our album covers. We have one guy who's on every single album cover. He's on the poster, and you don't want him coming to your door.
Right. I've seen him actually, and I've been smart enough to avoid him.
Smart man.
He's from my neighborhood, I think. I think he lives in my building.
JT.
So now you guys did mention you all play in other bands. What do you want to mention? The other bands that you play in? Mention the other projects?
No, I believe we're here for the PSM. And
you don't want to
promote.
You don't want to plug anything else? Or?
Nope. We're focused on what PSM's
you
about
sure?
right now. Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you, though. With all due respect to the other guys.
I changed my T-shirt earlier.
Yes.
He had his band T-shirt on.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. Well, I'm impressed. So you say most of the songs are written about actual real stories that have happened. Are they all like that, or are there some where...
It's all based on personal experience.
Yeah.
I lived there for 11 years.
On Pleasant Street.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Back in the day, you really had we've still got another 8 albums of material.
No kidding.
From just living there.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's, wow. A good street.
Do you have plans to record more in the near future?
We are right now.
Yeah.
Actually, you'll debut one of the tracks from the new album, Pittsfield's coming up, which features Aaron on vocals.
Cool. Okay.
So,
because I get the impression you probably write a lot.
I'll come up with the idea or a chord arrangement, or Aaron will, or someone else who is around at the time who makes it to rehearsal too.
Right.
But here's the idea, Stace. What do you want to do? Oh, well, I'm writing some lyrics, and then we go and Stace be like, no, do this or that, and then we kind of came up as a joke. We run it through the Stacelizer.
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, Joe, say this word or say this word.
I'll come out with a Pleasant Street Mafia product.
Yeah.
That it's really unique to have a sound. It's definitely like no other.
Right. Well, let me ask you, who do people compare you guys to when they hear you? What is some of the feedback that you've gotten from
there
people?
was a Concord band called Twisty Gerber.
Oh, I remember Twisty Gerber. Yeah.
The only resemblance we have to them is if you went into a music store and you look for their album, ours would be next to theirs.
Yeah.
We're not the same band at all. And we all knew and loved Twisty. I played on stage live with him before.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And God rest his soul.
Yep. Unfortunately, Tim is no longer with us. But there's a song off the third album called Black Market Sperm. And there's a song on there called Just Like Gerber.
Yeah.
And people were saying we're just like Gerber, and I heard some of the tunes, but I never, and all of a sudden Kevin, the bass player's nickname Suds, gave me a CD, and so Stace and I was like, all right, let's listen.
Let's go listen to it.
All right. So we checked it out, and we're going, well, they got a horn section. They got a lot of swearing going on. Yep, more horns. That's a blues tune. Yep. More swearing, horns. Yep. And we're looking at each other going, we're nothing like this.
Yeah.
We might be in the same bin at the music store.
Right.
Yeah.
So other than that, we're not.
So you don't know why people make that comparison?
It's
language. So that's why we wrote the song.
Adult theme.
Right.
So that's why we wrote the song Just Like Gerber, just to okay, so when we wrote that song, it's literally all swears.
Really? Yeah.
Everything. And if we couldn't finish the song without, we ran out of swears.
Yeah.
So and at the end we yelled just like Gerber,
right.
and no, we're not just like Gerber.
Right.
So that was kind of our primal scream saying no. So
I think some people, my theory about that is because I've seen that happen before, where bands that I've talked to bands that are really kind of unique who will talk about how they get compared to other bands that are also unique, but they don't really sound the same. And I think what happens is some people, they hear two projects that to them don't sound like anything. They might not sound anything alike, but because those two projects don't sound like anything they're used to hearing, in their minds, they they start to kind of just psychologically go, okay, well, this is unique. I guess they're the same because they're both unique. You know what I mean?
So you're looking for the unique section at the music store.
Right, exactly. I think that's what some people do, because I've seen that before. It's, you see these comparisons and you go, well, they don't sound alike, but they do both sound different than what you hear on the radio. So, right. I think some people just kind of make that equivocation, even though it really isn't there.
Very true.
Yeah.
Do you play an instrument also?
I do, yeah. I play bass.
Oh, you're a bass player?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So, are you in a band?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever run into that same scenario? Do people say, you sound like such and such?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't personally run into it, but I've seen it. I've seen that happen where, that's happened on this show, where I'm talking to somebody, and I'm trying to think of an example, but where I'm talking to somebody who has a unique sound, and they tell me it's a familiar thing, and they'll say, yeah, people tell us we sound like this or like that, and I don't see the correlation, but the other project that they're comparing us to is also really unique and unusual, so I started to kind of notice a pattern there. So,
all in the same box.
Very true. Well, hey, it's all music,
Well, welcome to Pleasant Street.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you guys think of? I mean, you told me some of who you draw from in terms of influence, like Alice Cooper and Frank Zappa. Is there anyone that you guys feel that you do sound a lot like when you take those influences, mix them together, or do you feel that?
No, it's PSM. It's all about itself, and that's the beauty of the whole thing. That it's
sure.
We finally had we played in cover bands for years, and finally, if you listen to it, wow, that sounds like the Pleasant Street Mafia.
No kidding.
It's kind of unique to have an own sound.
Yeah,
wow. I've never experienced such a thing.
We actually had when we had our last disc printed in. I think it was the place in Salem. It escapes me at the moment. But anyway, that's what all these people do, is just make CDs after CDs.
Super Dupes?
Thank you.
That's in Salem, yeah.
Yes. So they... that's all they do.
Yeah.
And that's a 9-to-5 job for them. And when that bell rings to take a break, they go out and the last thing they want to talk about is work.
Right.
Well, our disc, Black Market Sperm, comes through, and they're out there smoking a cigarette going, did anyone see the Black Market Sperm by the Pleasant Street Mafia? When the guy called me to say, your CDs were done, he goes, Joe, I've been working there for like the last 9 years, and never has anyone talked about work on break time except for when you guys came through.
That's really cool.
So you said you broke the mold, and everyone was all about it. He goes, yeah, I saw that over there. I want to hear what that sounds like.
It was in Iraq.
Oh yeah, oh yes, yeah, we're big in Iraq.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, how do you know that? Do you just get feedback online from?
No, actually, I don't know.
Pleasant Street Mafia at.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't know how much time you have, but I don't want to be long-winded in the stories.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
Oh, okay. All right. A fellow bass player friend of mine also. He has a brother who is stationed in England, and he flies to Iraq in one of these huge cargo planes, and he flies once a week. And that's his job. That's it.
Yeah.
So he's bored beyond belief in the country of England. Bill, as his name, gave his brother, which I don't know his name, like 3 or 4 CDs of the second album, Matter of Sexual Survival, and said, here, pass them out, whatever you got to do. And so, because he bought a bunch.
Yeah.
So he flies to Iraq, dumps off his cargo, and he gives, sees some soldiers or whoever here's have some discs. And so fine. So he leaves. Well, a week later when he returns, they have all these hangars that are right next to one another, and there's one PA system, so everyone has to know what's going on.
Sure.
And as he's pulling in, he's seeing all these guys in fatigues dancing around to what song? The Town Whore.
No kidding.
And they're out boogieing. He says it was a surreal moment for his brother to see this.
Yeah.
And to think what started as, a side project in the town of Chichester in a studio.
It's an independent USO.
Yeah.
Tom, I think it was Tom Waits had a song on Big in Japan or something like that. So we can say we're big in Iraq. So they were for our country, man.
That's really cool. That's very, very cool.
Support our troops.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
With the town whore.
Yes, excellent. Whatever gets it done. Well, why don't we play another track? What do you guys want to play from the disc that you brought?
This one is actually a really cool tune, and actually it's a standout, and this one has a lot of the Alice Cooper stuff that
cool.
I mentioned earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Actually sung by Stacy over here. It's a song called The Serbian.
When you see the wood shavings on the floor, you smell the six old blankets in the corner. Taste the corn chips will crest your lips. You look over your shoulder, and there she is. Triple B was playing in the laundry room. He thought he was bulletproof. Set his sandwich back on top of the urinal, and he looked over his shoulder. And there she is. And there she is. He spilled his beer rolling across the floor. Busted the lock on the little door. Pulled up his pants and tried to run. Hauling us from the evil one. Watch out for. Standing with a pitchfork headed for the stall, laying down fresh hay for the ladies and all. He picked in the wind in the pitch black. Whites of her teeth took a chunk of his ass, and beware. Turk been drinking at the local bar scene when the wind sauntered past like a riverboat queen. Flash of lightning! Thunder crash! Tables flying! Balloons splash! And with a mighty blow from a beer bottle whiz, Turk sent him into an ambulance. Beware! And there she is.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, MaffiaMyPMNation.com, here with the band The Pleasant Street Mafia. And talking to Joe, and Aaron has jumped in. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, good.
It's very entertaining sometimes when you hear the discs. You'll hear throughout 9 songs, 10 songs, you'll hear 4 to 5 different voices.
Yeah.
So it never gets bland.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Has it been that way from the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's very cool. And that's another thing that's very different. You don't really hear that much.
No.
That's really cool. Do you have anything coming up that you want to mention? Do you know when the new disc is going to be out, or are you still kind of in the...
We are in the process of writing the 4th CD.
Okay.
We actually, to the viewers out there, or listeners, if you guys were video, but anyway... we're going to do a song called Uncle Wilford's Magic Hanky, which is not yet released.
Oh, okay. So we'll be world premiering that tonight.
Yes.
Very good. Do you have any shows coming up?
Nothing in the works. I wish I could say yes, but right now it's focusing on writing the new disc.
Sure, mm-hmm. Sure. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, did you say when that's going to be out, or do you know?
We about halfway through. Or
oh, okay. So it's going to be a while then. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd give another maybe forecasting 6 months.
Yeah. Does the recording process take a long time for this band? Or do you kind of take your time with it?
Well,
It depends on when writing it. Like if it's a work in progress, we're going to work on some of it, but if it's not moving forward, we're going to take whatever we have next and get that taken care of, depending on who can show up and what they can contribute. And like they said earlier, if we know somebody that's voice can be married to a section of that song or that song, then we try to pair it up as best we can around everybody's schedules.
Right. I would think with that aspect of it, that might make things take a little longer. Plus, like you said, it's an act of Congress to get people together.
It's true, and you know that by being in a band yourself, too.
I do. I do, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, where do we find the Pleasant Street Mafia online for people who want to keep up with what you're doing?
Oh, thank you. Well, to purchase songs, you probably, too, know of this, too, Matt, is cdbaby.com.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, we are on cdbaby.com, the Pleasant Street Mafia, or Pleasant Street Mafia. You can Google us. It'll bring you right to the page.
Okay. Are all 3 releases on there?
The second 2. The first one, Trouble at 6 South State, is not on. We were a very young, naive Pleasant Street Mafia. We're proud of the tunes, don't get me wrong, but as you grow, you learn production, what sounds better, what, like Aaron said, what voices can you marry to certain songs that will work.
Sure.
Without trying to Frankenstein everything also, too, at the same time. We'll make it sound like Frankenstein.
Right. Absolutely. And so do you have, are you on Facebook and Reverb Nation as well and all that, or
Reverb Nation? Yes.
Okay.
Nation.
So we can find you there as well.
Yes.
Okay, great.
And bring your sense of humor. It's definitely not for the kiddies. There is a lot of adult language, but we have so much fun putting it together. Who's going to add what to it, and what kind of twist is going to be put on a true story to just, I don't know. If you have a good sense of humor, it makes your day better, makes you laugh. People can relate to 99% of it and where you're coming from. So
if you don't have a sense of humor, you will hurt yourself by listening to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with Uncle Wilfred's Magic Hanky, what would you say? It's kind of, a girl coming of age?
Yep.
Maybe so, and trying to keep memories alive. But then, the twist on it is the guys are, jumping in on part of the song. So it's definitely kind of throws you off a bit. It's a little lighter than what we usually do, a little, something diverse. And guys jump in and it puts a twist that it's the Pleasant Street Mafia. And
cool.
Stacy pointed out to me one time, he said that it was like our Puff the Magic Dragon, because it's like the first straight up acoustic song that we ever did, because it was something new for us. Of course it's been done before, but it's just new to us.
Yeah.
And dug out the 12 string for that one too.
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
And you used some weird funky pick to jellyfish.
Yeah.
Guitar players.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Get to try out different sounds. Yep.
Well, cool. So we're going to world premiere that in a second. So very nice.
Oh.
And the creaking door. Stacy has re-entered the building.
Stacy.
So, well, we're going to wrap up. I want to thank, as always, Tim Martin for working the board for us tonight, making everything sound good.
Thank you, Tim.
If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com, where you can hire Tim, centralnhevents.com. And Joe, Aaron, Stacy, thank you all for being here with us tonight.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here and doing this for the local, talent that's around and stuff.
Glad to do it. Makes me happy, and I hope it benefits everybody.
Fellow bass player.
Yes, absolutely. You got it. All right, and this is. Let me see if I can get the name right. I've already lost it. This is a long name.
Uncle Wilfred's Magic Hanky.
Uncle Wilfred's Magic Hanky.
We noticed everybody smiles when they say the title.
That's a good thing.
Gotta have a cheery upbeat.
I'll let everyone in on a secret. It's off of it's going to be the upcoming disc called Pittsfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a Pleasant Street in Pittsfield?
No, not unless we were all in town at the same time. Pittsfield's kind of a smaller town.
Right.
So when we'd gather for breakfast, for
that's
practices.
Right. Yes. All right, very good. All right, so this is Uncle Wilfred's Magic Hanky?
Yes. Can I get a yes?
All right. From the Pleasant Street Mafia here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Uncle Wilfred and his magic hanky hides a peach when no one is looking. Magic time can't come too early tonight. Uncle Wilfred always came to stay every time Mom and Dad went
Saturday night. When I'm feeling sad and blue, I dream about. And if I'm down and blue, I think about Uncle Wilfred and his magic hanky. Hides a peach when no one is looking. Magic time can't come too early tonight. Pop goes the weasel and out comes the hanky. All the girls cheered in delight. We keep a special place in our hearts when the family was oh so tight. Uncle Wilfred left for Nickelodeon. We all cried when he left. Visions of the magical hanky still dances in our heads. There are things in this world that need to be said. I couldn't believe it, I had to find out for myself. Dream about. And if I'm down and blue, I think about Uncle Wilfred and his magic hanky. Hides a peach when no one's looking. Magic time can't come too early tonight. Uncle Wilfred and his magic hanky. Hides a peach when no one is looking. Magic time can't come too early tonight. Uncle Wilfred and his magic hanky hid a peach when no one was looking. Magic time can't come too early tonight.
100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
The Planet's local outbreak is recorded weekly at the studios of 100.1 The Planet. It's engineered by Tim Martin of CentralNHEvents.com. Matt Connerton of IPMNation.com is the host of The Planet's local outbreak. The show is produced and edited by Annie Biello of 100.1 The Planet. For artist links and details about The Planet's local outbreak, log on to The Planet's Entertain Me page, WPNHFM.com. The Planet's local outbreak is available for download anytime online, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. The Planet's local outbreak is a product of 100.1 The Planet and Northeast Communications.